They say that some places remember. Some places hold on to the past, unwilling to let go. Ravi moved into a cheap, old apartment. He was just happy to have found a place that fit his budget. The landlord was an old man who barely spoke, only giving him a key and a nod before disappearing into his own unit. The first night was uneventful, except for a strange creaking sound from the walls. Not unusual for an old building, he thought. But then, something else happened. When Ravi woke up the next morning, he noticed something strange. His bedroom door was gone. Not closed, not blocked, just gone. The wall was smooth, as if a door had never been there. He stood there, frozen, his breath coming in short gasps. He tried to tell himself he was dreaming, but his phone was still on the table. The window was still open. Everything was exactly as he had left it except for the missing door. Panic set in. He pounded on the wall, screaming for help. No response. He grabbed his phone and dialed the landlord's number. It rang, and then a whisper. "Stay still. It hasn't noticed you yet." Ravi's blood turned to ice. The voice wasn't coming from his phone. It was inside the room. He spun around, but there was no one there. The air felt thick, suffocating. The walls, once cracked and old, seemed alive, like they were breathing. Then, something moved in the corner of his vision. A shadow, tall and thin, standing where the door used to be. Its limbs were too long, its head tilted at an unnatural angle. It didn't move, at least, not that he could see. Every time he blinked, it was closer. Ravi pressed himself against the farthest wall, his heart hammering against his ribs. The thing didn't have eyes, but he knew it was watching. The whisper returned, closer now. "You shouldn't have stayed the night." The lights flickered, the walls began to close in, and then silence. When the landlord entered the apartment the next morning, the room was empty. No furniture, no clothes, no trace of anyone ever living there. Just smooth, unbroken walls, like the room had never existed at all.